All right, everyone. Today I want to talk about how I had a dream. It was near the end of 2022, and I didn't want to do a video about it because at the time I was adamant about not talking bad about anybody, even if I had a dream about somebody. But maybe the universe is calling me to, you know, talk about these things, even if I don't want to talk bad about anybody, but it's only going to be if I have a dream about people. So I had a dream about two people who call themselves Christian pastors and two people who call themselves Christian prophets. All right, so I'm not going to list any names. So I'm just going to put all four of these people together in one video. All right, so the first pastor that I had a dream about, I had a dream that he saw people being mean to somebody or making fun of somebody or calling this person names or calling this person this or calling them that, and this pastor was witnessing these people treating this person bad. But what the pastor did is he didn't say anything, even though he knew it was going on. He didn't say anything. He didn't call these other Christians out for talking bad about people, for judging this person, even though the person wasn't doing anything wrong in their life. But the moral of the story is this pastor didn't do anything about it. He was seeing somebody being mistreated and just sat there and didn't say anything. So maybe the dream is indicating that pastors are called, if they see injustice being done, if they see somebody being bullied, mistreated, whatever it may be, maybe these pastors are called to stand up and say something, to stand up for the person being bullied or harassed, to stand up and say something about it. So I think that's what that dream meant. And it's a Christian pastor on YouTube. So I'm not going to list any names. Maybe I will if enough people, ask me like, hey, list the names. Like, maybe the universe is telling them like, hey, I believe that you should release these names. So, all right. So that's pastor number one. Now I'm going to go to pastor number two. So the second pastor, he was in the dream. It appeared that he was filming himself doing a YouTube video. And in this video, he was showing a cabinet, and in the cabinet, it looked like there's drinks or something that you could consume. Now, I'm not sure if this was alcohol or not. It's possible there was some alcohol in there, but the biggest thing that I took away from it is that he was definitely taking some type of substance, like enhancing, like maybe some enhancing substance. And his goal was, so in the video, he was like, hey, this is what you could do to become the best, on YouTube, to become the best pastor, or just to become the best at whatever it is. And it looked like he was taking some type of substance to become the best at what he was doing. So I don't know where his heart is. I don't know if his heart's in the right place or not. But what was clear to me is he's just trying to be the best out there. So that wraps up pastor number two. All right, now I'm going to go into the prophets. And I picked up a lot of things about prophets. So I never said this before, but I had a feeling that a prophet may have prayed for me, and maybe even several prophets. I'm not going to list her name. I can say whether someone's female or male, but I'm not going to list her name. But I had a feeling that she was praying for me to open my heart, because she knew that people were treating me bad, just because I don't say everything that Christians are saying. I don't agree with everything that Christians do or say. I'm not a religious person. I'm spiritual. All spirituality means is that I believe in God. I don't do any spells. I don't even know how to do any spells. I don't want to learn. I don't believe in it. I stay away from that stuff. So all spirituality means is I just believe in God, but I'm not under any type of religion or anything like that. But I did grow up Christian. But I don't believe in religion because books in the Bible could be manipulated and changed and edited and all that. So anyways, a prophet prayed for me to have my heart opened. And if you're listening to me, I just want you to know that your prayer did work. I did feel, one day I felt as I was driving to work that my heart opened. Because you are right, you know, my heart was closing up. There's a lot of Christians treating me bad. I swear, like, I've had atheists treat me better than Christians have. I'd probably feel safer hanging out with a bunch of gangsters at times than I would hanging out with a bunch of Christians judge me. And this is just the 1% of judgmental Christians. 99% of you Christians, you guys are awesome. But the 1% extremists that are judgmental, that are all about shame, guilt, hate, all that, I don't agree with. Making people feel shame or guilty. Something I want to say is there's power in love and acceptance of other people. Only through love and acceptance can a person truly change. But through hate, condemnation, that drives somebody away. So that's something that I want to leave you guys with. All right, so the prophet that prayed for me, I saw about 3 or 4 prophets flash before my face. But the very last prophet that I saw, and they call themselves prophets, you know, so I don't know if they got their prophecies right or not. But the prophets that call themselves prophets, yeah, there was one that she prayed for me. I know she did. And I heard it in a video, and I know she was regarding me. Yes, my heart did open back up. And then I heard God say that even if there's people out there that have bad doctrine, because it does exist, there's so many religions that all believe in the same God, but even if there's bad doctrine, God doesn't care. What God cares about is that you have a good heart, that you have love, that you're giving, you know, like I plan on, after the wealth transfer, to give 15% of my money to charity, 15%. And I feel like that's part of my spiritual evolution. Now, nobody else has to do that, but that's just what I'm personally going to do. And even the Law of One talks about being 51% in service to others. Well, 51 part of that can be giving 15% of my income to other people. All right, I'm going to have to wrap this video up. For some reason, it's only letting me do an 8-minute video. So, all right, so the other 2 prophets, one prophet, I had a dream that he had a big heart. Even though people were calling him a false prophet, this man has a good heart. And he was really tall too, at least over 6 foot. And the other prophet was looking at me weird for including other people.